Now down in Washington. Kareem Jackson, J.J. Watt took the quarterback to the ground, and Smith is still down. They've gone to a TV timeout. His helmet is off. Alex Smith down in Washington. Colt McCoy is your backup. We will keep you updated. Back to Detroit. As Alex Smith has been carted to the locker room. You see that air cast on his right leg. It was an ugly injury, it seems, to his right ankle.
Face-out. The first time we've seen it said, Schrader is my quarterback.
He is my quarterback, and the team just continued to function. And fortunately, in a sense, they didn't have to have him playing great football, because a lot of other people were. Bo Jackson has some room. One man to beat, and from behind, Kevin Walker saves another touchdown. This is just what the Bengals wanted to avoid, and just what the Raiders were expecting sooner or later to happen. Some beautiful blocking at the line of scrimmage, and Bo is so strong physically. Those legs are so strong. Talking to Fulcher before the game, he said you can't tackle him in his legs. Look at Steve Smith kick his man out. A great job by Montoya. A beautiful job of pulling and blocking, and watch these broken tackles. So his legs and, of course, the blocking itself.
And Walker, as he made the tackle, had only the one leg to grab, and apparently Bo Jackson, shaken up a bit, has not gotten to his feet as yet. That was a 34-yard run by Jackson, who does not appear to be seriously injured and gets a big hand from this crowd. What a player.
He may have pulled a muscle as he was trying to pull away from a tackle, because he really wasn't hit on the knee. Now watch Kevin Walker in the final analysis in making all kinds of plays. He's pulling on that leg, and it could be that he just pulled a muscle that Bo did trying to pull away.
Dalton needs 9 yards here. Instead he says, how about a touchdown? Has it broken up. Olave jostling with Bryant, and now Olave maybe in a little bit of pain.
That's a great throw. Great decision. The ball's where it had to be. Olave did not complete the catch, it appears, when he was thrown down.
And everybody
See
holding
Harris
their
putting
breath.
pressure on there. Ball's to the outside. He does a great job. Ooh, I don't know about that. He has to complete it to the ground, and that's when it came out.
And he's still in some pain. They're tending to him.
So he has that. There's 2 steps, and then he throws him. And you could say that the ball came out when he was
the number change. 2nd and 1. Harris gets the first down just shy of midfield. 3:10 to go here.
I tell you, it's one of the most poignant moments we saw last season.
Injured Seahawk here on that carry, and it is Darrell Taylor. We've talked about, has had all those great disruptions in the pass game.
Yeah, we're talking about Marquise Pouncey. It's like starting over for him, and as Ben said, there was a much closer to the age of some of these coaches, and I do not like to see that.
Sideline, and all the players and all the personnel are out there in support and feeling that hopelessness that all do at times like this.
You know, sometimes you call this a game and you feel silly doing that, but then you come back to moments like this, and it is a bunch of guys in one big fraternity. And
Willie Davis now at the bottom of your spring flank to the left side. Craig to throw on 2nd down. Ball knocked out of his hands. And it appears that the Chiefs have recovered. Looked to be the center, Tim Grunhard. Dave Craig, with coming into today 112 fumbles lifetime.
Well, that's been the thing that has plagued Dave Craig throughout his career. You know, back in the pocket, getting stripped. You know, it looked like he just dropped that ball out of there. And if I was Kansas City, I'd be a little worried about my pass protection right now, because the last 3 or 4 passes that they've thrown, the Jets have had good pressure. We have a couple of Jets on the field here, some kind of collision took place on that pass rush.
It's Dennis Byrd and Scott Mersereau who are down. The 113th fumble for Craig.
Kaepernick. Pass is incomplete and no flag is thrown. John Baldwin looked like he had his jersey grabbed by Jabari Greer, and now Greer can't get up. Let's see if Greer doesn't get a handful of jersey.
Well, they're in man coverage underneath, and certainly the right hand was on the shoulder there of John Baldwin. Yep, there's the pull on the jersey.
And it's Greer who can't get up. They're going to bring out a brace for the left leg of Jabari Greer, and it's not a pretty picture. The left knee and ankle, and so he has not been able to get up since. Here's what the officiating crew missed, was a right hand on the left shoulder and jersey of Baldwin. Baldwin, who has only 3 catches this season. And now this Saints defense on 3rd down has
up front. 180! 3rd and 6. Haney's pass. Johnny Knox. Fumble. Ball is loose. And the Seahawks have the football. Earl Thomas came up with it after Johnny Knox caught it and lost it. And Johnny is down.
I think it was Cam Chancellor, I believe, Chris, that knocked it out. And that's what I was talking about earlier. You have an opportunity to make a play. It's a terrific throw from Caleb Haney. It comes out on time. Watch him throw right in between the corner and the safety. And I believe 31 right there, Cam Chancellor, the other safety, gets his hand on it.
Yeah, but he got
knocks
hit
it out
by Hargrove when the ball came out. Hargrove nails Johnny Knox right in there. You can't see it from that angle, and that's why Knox is still laying on the
As
field.
he was going down on the ground, Anthony Hargrove, the big defensive lineman, landed on top of him.
Johnny Knox injury again. It was Chancellor who knocked the ball loose after the catch, but Anthony Hargrove, number 94, coming in afterwards, he slams head on with Knox.
And you can see what happens to Knox here as he loses the ball. Watch as he lays out, and then Hargrove going for it at the same time catches him right under the chin and just bends his body backwards, clearly in the direction, Chris, the body's not supposed to go.
Reagan, of course, now 4th all-time in rushing in the NFL. Sorry about that, O.J. Passed you last Sunday. The move behind Peyton, Tim Brown, and Franco Harris. 1st and 10. Reagan, flea flicker, back to Theismann. Theismann's in a lot of trouble. And it was Lawrence Taylor who slammed Theismann to the ground at the 42-yard line. The blitz was on. That's not necessarily a good play to have called. And quickly, Lawrence Taylor was up saying Theismann is hurt. And I don't believe Lawrence Taylor would have reacted that way unless Theismann is really hurt. He slammed him to the natural surface here. The blitz was on. That is not a good call to have with the blitz on. Theismann had no chance at all to get downfield with it. Let's take a look at with our reverse angle camera. He's looking deep, and he knows he's in trouble. Lawrence Taylor, number 56, right there. Carson is number 53. But it's Taylor over Carson, slamming, and you see the right knee, the right foot. That's the ankle. And I knew that something was really bad when Lawrence Taylor
at the 27. Morrell close to the 30, a gain of about 3.
Reggie Brown, the injured Lion, and from the action of coaches and players, this not an ordinary injury. They called for the card. Here comes the stretcher.
See Bobby Ross, the coach, the head coaches out there just telling his players to go back to the sideline.
Even players for the Lions hurrying that stretcher into place. Here's the injury. 59 is Brown. His helmet jammed down into the shoulders.
An accident that happens. Here's a man making a tackle. Another man is knocked in.
Now 2nd and 22. And snap. And it belongs to Seattle. And Robert Griffin III is down on the ground and can't get up. stunned silence here at FedEx Field is one of the brightest stars to come into this league in a long time. He has not been himself the bulk of the day, now can't get up. Let's take another look. You're going to see the snap of the ball. It's low, and then as he goes down, but as he's trying to get it here, you see that knee go. And Joe, it kind of goes back to the point that you made earlier as far as the conversation or lack thereof that occurred when the injury happened 4 weeks ago between him and between Mike Shanahan and Dr. James Andrews, and whether or not RG3 was at risk playing in this game with that injury. The later part of that article we talked about earlier, Dr. Andrews was saying, I'm the one that shut him down that day finally.
Late in the fourth quarter to tie games. So we have a new football game with 5:16 left. San Santee to kick off. And this is a good one. Inside the 5. It's Malcolm Brown. Oh, what a great open field hit by Eric LeGrand, who is shaken up on the play. Boy, when you play on those kickoff teams, Kurt, you have sometimes you got 40, 50 yards of momentum running at full speed, and then you initiate the contact by just throwing your body in midair. And sometimes the end result is unfortunate.
Let's see it. That was a violent collision.
There. All right, back to the video here. So Tyler Bidet, a 6th-round draft pick in the 2022 draft class out of Missouri. By the way, clarified that his name, even though it's spelled, it looks like it says Badie, B-A-D-I-E. He pronounces it Bidet. Falling down to the sidelines, evidently, on his back, a backboard and a neck brace brought out to him. Again, he was back on the sideline.
Back here in New Jersey, concerning images here, Tyler Bidet on the sideline. He remains on the sideline and has since he came over after a hit that forced a fumble, and he was able to come over to the sideline and has been down on the ground ever since. Obviously, you're seeing movement, which is a positive, but they brought the blue board over. I checked in with the Broncos. Nothing official as of yet, but we'll keep you up to date on here as, again, Tyler Bidet, running back for the Denver Broncos, is making his way onto this blue board.
Yeah, Evan, he took a shot to the back. That is where Quincy Williams nailed him on that forced fumble right there.
And it's the back where the helmet was hitting. The hand out front forced the fumble. But I think where the issue is for Bidet is that hit he took right there. Williams' shoulder and helmet into his back.
So Tyler Bidet, we'll get you an update as soon as we get one, but very concerning during that entire timeout. It's just been getting worse.
Yes. Let's hope they can get him in there, get him the right attention, and plenty of attention on him. Let's hope he can be okay. Go back to the first 2 plays of this drive. Big people out there, but Braylon Allen was not part of it, Ian. Running back.
They've gone with Breece Hall in that position. We're going to step aside. We'll have 3rd and goal coming up.